Well, it's that time again. Now we clip these tomatoes about...
Not tall enough, I don't think.
We do clip these tomatoes every week.
Clipping 2-foot tall ones.
I'll show you how he's doing this real quick. Let's see if he can find a sucker.
Yeah, we haven't even harvested tomatoes yet, like me and Woody. No, not really.
Alright, so here's our main leader that's running up our tomatoes. Goes all the way up. Joe over here is clipping. You can barely see that. Let's see if I can get a better shot. That is a tomato clip. It attaches to a string that runs from the ground all the way up on this wire with that little hooky thing. And he puts a clip on. We prune off these suckers. Let me find an example of a sucker. Oh, here's one. And a sucker's not a bad thing. It's just...
how we're growing them, they kind of are.
Yeah, how we're growing them really tight. But this right here is a sucker. If you let that grow, it's going to turn...
Kind of like the armpit of the plant.
Yeah, it's in the armpit of the plant. If you let that grow, you'll end up with tomatoes because it's just another branch.
A sunleaf, and this is the leader heading up, and this one would be a sucker.
The sucker, yeah, we're going to clip that. We want all the energy of this plant to focus on producing tomatoes and not a bunch of leaves. And if we didn't do this, it would truly be a mess because these are 12 inches apart, guys. So you could imagine what that would look like. He's clipping, he's pruning, like this. Here's another one. Here's your main leader. This is your sunleaf right here. And in between the armpit is a sucker. I am doing this without looking. How dangerous is that? I guess I was looking, but I'm looking through my camera. So anyways, that's what we're doing. And yeah, that's about it.
It's all the hard work and dedication to bring you all awesome tomatoes.
It is. It is. A lot of work does go into these tomatoes. We're moving on to the cherry tomatoes, and this is the lower in length. We take the tomatoes and we lower them from this tomato hook. He's going to unwind some string out. He's going to place it back up there on the wire. And now if you follow our tomatoes all the way down, they are lowered and they can continue growing up the string. Hey look, cloud cover. It is just heavenly. Get a break for a few minutes. Hope it stays cloudy. Now, once they're through, also, like I have 2 left on here, and I guess I could harvest those if I want. But I'll end up cutting that off because the plant is still feeding this. And I don't know if it's really worth saving those last little 2 or not. I'll come back in and figure it out. But that's what we're doing. Lower and leaning.
Hang on.
And looks like he needs an extra hand. So I'm going to help him with that. Y'all, look at this insane amount of flowers on our tomatoes. All these are cherry tomatoes. And they are just going crazy right now. That's insane. They're everywhere. Look at that. Well, we have half of it lowered and leaned, and now we have to do the other half. Now, a lot of people won't have this problem, but when you single leader your tomatoes, all that energy goes into that main leader, and they can get really tall. I mean, in 2 more weeks, they would be touching the top of the greenhouse. So when you do the single leader method, you really should consider the lower and lean method of, Anyways, you know what I'm saying. Now on to this half. And there goes Farmer Joe. Did you find tomato clips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get the kids off the golf cart.
Oh yeah, kids are on the golf cart. They're taking a break.
Maybe
Oh, see?
weeds.
This growth, it was like so much shorter than this. Like, it was nothing like this a week ago. These do grow 6 to 8 inches a week. Yes, an inch a day. I'm not over exaggerating.
They might grow more than that.
Yeah, they could. Alright, back to work. Well, we're through lowering. We are through lowering and leaning all of our tomatoes. And now I'm harvesting some of these beauties because we are getting a few of these each day. And I think I'll probably end up getting about a dozen. But look at that. Isn't that a funky looking tomato? This is an example of a fasciated tomato. I don't know, this probably could have been 2 or 3 tomatoes, but funky looking, right? It's huge. This thing is over a pound. I'll have to weigh it with my little John Deere scale and our produce bus. But anyways, off to harvest more tomatoes, I guess. Alright, here's the tomato. Let me take the tomato basket out. He said 20 ounces. He said, yeah, I think he won. I did say it was over a pound and under 2, but I think Joe got this one. Let me count the ounces. 1, 3, oh my god, it's a pound and 3 ounces. So, we do have black-eyed peas. While I'm in here, I'm going to promote these wonderful black-eyed peas, or should I say top pick, pink eye, Mississippi top pick, pink eye, purple hull. There we go.